Hi, my name is Natalie Dajay. I traded an almost 20-year career in the field of mental health to teach you everything I know about astrology and the occult. Let's talk about the different aspects that are going to be influencing all of us this week in astrology. First, let's go over our placements. We currently have the sun and the moon in Scorpio. You may have noticed that people are a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more emotional, and this may explain why. Scorpio is a water sign, so naturally it's going to elicit a lot of sensitivity in us around this time, especially having both the sun and the moon currently at Scorpio. More importantly, Scorpio is a dark feminine energy, so negative emotions we've been running away from are going to be confronted during this time because when it comes to Scorpio, there's no hiding anything. Next, Mercury is currently in the sign of Sagittarius. If you know a Sagittarius, you know they hold no punches. They do not know what sugarcoating means. Sagittarius will give it to you straight, no chaser, each and every single time. If you do not like the truth, if you do not like to see things exactly for what they are, do not speak with a Sagittarius. They will pierce through your heart with those truth arrows. So, Mercury currently being in Sagittarius means that people are going to be a little bit blunt with us and us towards everyone else. So, when you mix that with the sun and the moon in Scorpio, what does that spell? A lot of confrontations. So, do not be surprised if you find yourself having more confrontations with others than you normally would be. We currently have Venus in Libra, which is just this nice, beautiful balance energy that we need. Venus in Libra is an optimal placement. Venus is going to be staying in Libra until December 4th. So that is a nice balance to all of this aggression that we're having at the top there. Because Libra is diplomatic, Libra is fair, Libra is kind, Libra likes to get along, and Libra is peaceful. When Libra is in their high vibrational energy, they are harmonious. They do not like confrontation. They do not like drama nor chaos. So, this is a great time for relationships. If you're in partnership or seeking to be a partnership, this is a great time to find intimacy, to find comfort, to find beauty, to find love. You might find yourself, playing more with Pinterest during this time. You might find yourself painting more art or reorganizing your home or changing, the paint on your walls. This is a great time to invite more of this Venus energy into our lives. Remember, Libra is all about beauty, balance, and justice, because we cannot have we cannot have justice if we do not have balance. Next, we have Mars in Scorpio. So we have Sun, Moon, and Mars in Scorpio during this time. You know what that tells me? A lot of aggression, a lot of selfishness, a lot of going for what you want and being single-minded about what it is that you want, and a lot of not wanting to settle for less. Scorpio is a very independent zodiac sign. It is a very driven zodiac sign, and it's very passionate about its desires. Remember, Scorpio's motto is I desire. So, whatever Scorpio wants is the only thing Scorpio wants. So, when you put Mars at that position, when it comes to distraction or confrontation or arguments in relationships or partnerships, what you're going to get is a lot of explosions, especially since you already have the moon and the sun in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is not afraid of a fight because Scorpio knows that in the midst of the fight, that's when their truth comes out. When it's all calm and peaceful, we can like mince words and fake love. But when we're heated and there's less oxygen going to our brain and our blood is pumping through our vein and that anger is rising in us, that's usually when we say the most vile shit to one another. And usually, underneath all of that vile shit that we say to one another, there's a little bit of truth about how we really feel about each other. So, Scorpio generally embraces confrontation and war because Scorpio knows war is what separates the liars from the people that tell the truth. War is what illuminates information that you may not have had. War leads to transformation, it leads to evolution, it leads to growth. And war also separates the courageous from the weak. One thing Scorpio does not like is cowardly, weak energy. So, if you like to talk a big game, but you do not like to back it up, Scorpio is going to be calling you out during this time. Scorpio energy is going to be illuminating these things from us. And all of us are going to almost want to run towards confrontation as a way to really target those weak points in ourselves and in others, in our connections, so we can either heal them and make those things better or break them down and eliminate them because they no longer serve us. Scorpio is all about penetrating beyond what's superficial, penetrating beyond what's obvious. Scorpio wants depth because if it's not deep, it's not real. So the things that most people are afraid of are the things that Scorpio likes to run towards because Scorpio knows a path less traveled is a path full of discoveries. This is exactly what makes Scorpio a very powerful zodiac sign in astrology because they are focused, they are driven, and they are selfish. So there is no deterring them from their goals. Jupiter is currently in the sign of Taurus and it's going to stay there until May 25th, 2024. So Jupiter being in a sign of Taurus is all about bringing abundance in the form of things, people, situations that bring us security, that bring us stability. And it's going to be financial in nature. It's going to be tangible. It's going to be properties. It's going to be cars. It's going to be meaningful, agreements or companionship that lend to success. It's going to be about the kind of success that you can measure, not just like the internal kind where you just feel good about where you are in life, but it's going to be tangible things that you can put your hands on. With Jupiter being retrograde, it's important to watch our finances and not overdo things so that we don't regret decisions that we make later. Jupiter is going to be retrograde until December 30th, so it's an opportunity for us to examine the ways in which we need to really cultivate, behaviors that lend to us having more success. If you're into the arts, like how is your art going? If you're into, wellness, how are you taking care of your body? How are you eating? How are you meditating? How are you physically exercising? How are you maintaining your engine, your body? How is your health? How are you building wealth? How are you building prosperity in your life? And what is your level of determination and persistence towards those goals? This is a time to reflect on decisions we've made in the past and how they've led us here and what we need to do to basically change our luck. What Taurus knows is that luck is a product of consistent habits and behaviors towards a specific goal. It's not just a magic wand that is waved, it is something that occurs over a period of repetitive, persistent behaviors. And Taurus, just like Scorpio, has never been afraid of putting in the work that is needed for them to get exactly what they want. Uranus is still in Taurus, so Uranus in Taurus is forcing us to think of more creative ways for us to make money, to have money, to provide for ourselves, and to provide for our families. Uranus in Taurus is going to bring changes to people's jobs, people's finances. People are going to have sudden job changes, sudden money changes. People are going to lose money. This is a time to be thoughtful and creative about our relationship with our money. It's really a time to reassess our priorities and our values with our money management. Saturn is still in the sign of Pisces and it's going to be there for the next 3 years. If you are a Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, or Virgo, that karma is going to be coming hot and ready. This is an opportunity to learn lessons and to grow. Let's not run away from karma. Karma is truly our teacher. Pluto has retrograded back into Capricorn and is going to stay there until January 2024. Once Pluto goes into Aquarius, it's going to be there for the next 20 years. North Node and Chiron are currently in Aries, so if you're struggling with mastering yourself and mastering your own powers and your own sense of leadership, now is a great time to do some of that healing work. And lastly, Lilith is in the sign of Virgo right now. Just a reminder to all of us that we are already perfect. And it's not about perfect in the sense of this unreachable goals, but perfect in the sense of creating a structure that allows us to feel competent, confident, and that allows us to build healthy self-esteem with regards to how we use our time and accomplishing our goals so we can live the life of our dreams. So how are you feeling this week? Leave your comments in the box below. Thanks for watching.